This fight is a professional light heavyweight bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. And when the fight begins, the referee in charge is Tyler Tomlinson. Introducing the first fighter to the cage, out of the blue corner, he holds a professional record of 6 wins and 14 losses. He weighed in above the contracted weight at 212 pounds. He's fighting out of Briggs Academy of MMA. Fierce fans, make some noise and welcome to the cage, Wreck-It Randy McCarty.
Walk number 21 for Wreck-It Randy McCarty. The 48-year-old graces the cage once again after just 3 months away, looking to jump back into the win column. Jason, he is 48 years old, and this is his 3rd fight just this year.
That's pretty impressive. I guess I can't make any excuses about me being old, right? He's older than I am, so.
He's older than I am, too, and I was the oldest guy around here. Except for Munoz.
Munoz, I think had you beat.
Munoz been around for a very long time. Randy McCarty, he's 48 years old. He is 20 years older than his opponent, Zac Cavender, 5 inches shorter. We're going to see how he does because he does have the black belt in jiu-jitsu, but he also has a boxing background like we talked about. 3-2 in his last 5 boxing matches. Zac Cavender, a very solid striker himself. So we might see a little bit of fun boxing out here tonight.
Zac hits hard. I'm not very familiar with Randy, but, Zac can definitely put you down.
Go Randy, go Randy, go Randy.
How do you not love his
I love
haircut?
it. I love the energy.
Oh, he's pulling a little Johnny Walker.
I love it. I love it. He's pumped.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he holds a professional record of 4 wins and 3 losses. He weighed in at 206 pounds. He's fighting out of Extreme Couture MMA and Tuella Martial Arts Academy. Fierce fans, make some noise and welcome to the cage, Zac Shark Ears Cavender!
Almost 5 years ago to the day, September 30th, 2017, Zac Cavender closed off his amateur career by becoming the Fierce Fighting Championship Amateur Light Heavyweight Champion. Fast forward to today, he holds a 4-3 record on the verge of back-to-back wins for the first time since March of 2019. And Eric, we have talked about it a couple of times tonight. I promise this is the last time I'm asking you. You have shared the stage with Zac in the past. Can you tell us what it's like to fight a guy like Zac Cavender? We know he hits hard, but can you tell us a little bit more about what his energy is like, what it's like being in there with him?
He was really composed when he was in there with me. Threw some good leg kicks. When he had me against the cage, I didn't necessarily feel like there was a lot of pressure from him that way, but maybe that was my mistake as well when I shucked him off and he was able to pivot, and because he's a lefty, he came back a lot faster than I anticipated. Just a great guy. Zach's one of the nicest guys I know, and he actually reached out to me and made sure I was okay after that fight because I had, surgery and such, but I'm excited to see this. And I'm wishing well for Zac. I really am.
And Jason, you say that Zac specifically looks a lot bigger than he has in the past.
He looks like he put on a little bit of muscle when he went down there in Vegas. He's looking pretty good right now.
He's bodied up.
He's bodied up. He's always been a big guy, but he looks phenomenal tonight. We'll see. He looks super confident. I love to see it. Zac's always been one of my favorite fighters.
Great. Yeah. Outstanding.
He's been with Tuella Martial Arts Academy for the majority of his life. He moved to Vegas to train at Extreme Couture last September. He came out actually a week early to prep for the weight cut, the elevation, all of the things that go into just making it here and making the walk into the cage. It is Zac Cavender versus Randy McCarty. We are ready to get this bout underway.
Shout out to Tuella Martial Arts Academy. Brandon, I know you're watching in Tennessee. Shout out, brother.
A 5-0 amateur record for Zac Cavender before his professional career, the number 4 light heavyweight in the state of Utah. Also shared the stage with Zach Pounga of the Ultimate Fighter from this past year, the runner-up. Cavender in the black, McCarty in the gray.
Cav already a little lighter on his feet than I've seen in the past.
Moving well. He looks really loose.
He's looking really smooth, actually.
Little smile there from McCarty.
Nice body shot.
Looking to mix things up here is Cavender early. Beautiful head kick landed there. A little bit guarded there by McCarty. Clipping left hook on the way out is Zac Cavender as well.
Oh, nice leg kick.
Big
Solid
leg
leg
kick.
kick. Oh, big elbow. Now, wow.
Barely.
This is an improved Zac Cavender so far.
Zac's throwing heat.
You've got to wonder what it's like to change gyms, move over to a big gym like Extreme Couture, and what kind of things he faces in the rounds that he gets there versus what he can get here in Utah. There's so much talent, UFC level talent at Extreme Couture.
Just so many active fighters, so many guys getting ready. You've got a lot of, you've got a lot of partners to be able to get your drills and your sparring in with.
Cavender again on the verge of back-to-back wins for the first time since March of 2019. He's applying pressure right now up against Randy McCarty. Looks like there was a shot below the belt there.
I didn't see it.
Quick, immediate reaction by McCarty.
Yeah, I don't know if
think
that
he
was.
feels that it was low.
We're going to see do we see it a replay on this or no? Randy's a veteran. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Randy's going to fake something like that.
I don't think so either. Sometimes it clips you on the top of the cup and it still hurts.
McCarty again, 48 years of age, born in 1974. Cavender, 28 years of age, born in 1994. Unbelievable discrepancy there. Also, 6 feet for Randy McCarty, 6'5" for Cavender.
I graduated high school in 1994, Blake.
I was -3.
Is that an old joke?
I think it is. Zac always the sportsman. Ooh, big head kick. Great head movement.
Yeah, really good head movement, especially off that kick.
Oh, big head kick.
Kick.
And he followed it up with a nice left
Randy
hand.
throwing right back.
Yeah, I don't think Randy's going anywhere. I heard his fight, he took some shots in his boxing match from Eric Wallin and didn't phase him. So if Eric Wallin's cracking him.
Cavender with 2 knockout wins in his career, 1 submission as well as 1 verbal submission in his pro career.
I think Eric's tired of hearing about this Zac Cavender guy knocking with the knockout.
Hats off to Zac. he gave me hell. I'll take it.
A blitz
Big
here by
shots and
McCarty.
Zac firing back. I'm seeing a lot of improvements from Cavender.
I like the footwork of Cavender. I'd like to maybe just see him a hair busier with his hands, but I mean he's doing what
Stick
he needs
that jab
to.
out a little more.
Especially because he's longer.
Looks like he's searching for the right shot.
Sometimes you got to throw him to find him.
I'm liking the patience.
I do like the patience, though. I agree. He's not being reckless.
There you go. There's a jab. There's a leg kick.
There we go.
Looks like that was checked by McCarty. Nice work there, checking the lead leg.
Nice body shot.
Body shot. Zac's walking him down.
Another head kick there. He's been working on those. Been one of his go-tos here tonight. Looks like he might be loading up that big left hand as well.
Well, here's another fight that I would not want to be the judge at.
Yeah, certainly.
Just about a minute left here in round number 1 of a possible 3. And Cavender just as patient as can be.
Big 1-2 by Cavender.
Right off that kick.
A quick blitz.
I was just thinking, I'd like to see Zac with the Randy was holding that. The way Randy was holding that right arm, I would have liked to see maybe a jab body kick right in that.
They're talking to each other a little bit. Elbow.
Another big one.
Got a cut above the right eye of Randy McCarty off of that punch by Zac Cavender. He's thrown with a whole lot more heat here in the final minute.
little confidence from Zac.
A little bit of a showman there. All smiles from Randy McCarty.
Zac doing a good job of keeping his hands up when he gets in the pocket like that, because Randy wants to fire back when he's in the pocket. He is firing back. Ooh. I felt the wind of that one.
Good first round.
Solid first round by both fighters. I had one stat that I forgot to tell you guys earlier. Between the 20 fighters here that are making the walk tonight, we have 9 belts that have been won throughout the careers of all of these fighters. A whole lot of talent here tonight. Zac Cavender being the holder of one of those belts during his amateur career.
So, Eric, what would you like to see in this second round from both fighters?
I'd just like to see Zac maybe snap the jab a little more and use that to set a couple of things up. Randy, I think, just needs to be a little bit busier. He's letting Zac walk in backwards. I think that he needs to use a little more footwork and maybe turn it and just pressure a little more.
Is it fear of the knockout power of Cavender? Is that why you would maybe diagnose that he's not throwing as much as you would like to see him throw?
I don't think so. I think it's Zac's footwork. Honestly, Zac moving around the way he is throwing him off.
I feel that I think he's being patient. He's waiting for Zac to make a mistake.
And that could definitely be, but I mean, fighting at this range,
this is Zac's range, right?
Yeah, it's not, the likelihood of it going Randy's way on the outside is going to be a lot less,
Oh,
big shot landed there by Cavender.
Oh, nice leg kick, too.
I was just going to say that I'd like to see some more leg kicks from both guys. I know, Randy from boxing background may not kick as much, but Zac definitely can kick.
Zac can kick. Yep, there it is.
Ooh,
nice.
and McCarty on the inside there
Nice
clips the chin.
From McCarty. That's what I was saying. It seems like once Zac gets in is when McCarty's starting to let his hands go a little bit more. Oh, nice leg kick.
A snapping leg kick there by Zac Cavender.
They heard that one in the rafters. Yeah, Randy's just being patient.
Let the young lion tire himself out.
Potentially.
Nice little jab.
Beautiful jab landed there by Cavender. And a couple followed up in return by Randy McCarty.
There he goes. Randy is firing really well in the pocket.
In the pocket,
when he's
seems
in
like
there, he's letting him go.
Yeah, if I'm Zac, I'm fighting off that jab.
Yep, all the way to the end of it. I keep thinking that we're gonna see Zac throw that inside kick and a big left. That might be something we'll see coming down the road. That might be what he's trying to set up there.
Yeah, he's switching stances pretty often.
He's done that really well throughout his career.
Has he?
Yeah.
You can hear Keith over there calling for the double jab 3. We'll see if he does it.
I agree.
And Keith been in the corner of Cavender for quite some time. He actually grew up wrestling alongside Keith in high school. Still his coach to this day.
Brandon McCollum usually in his corner. They moved out to Tennessee, him and his lovely wife. I know they're watching the pay-per-view. Oh, big shot.
Oh,
big shot.
down goes McCarty. Cavender going to town.
Wow.
Back-to-back wins for the first time in 3 years. It's Zac Cavender out of Extreme Couture and Tuella Martial Arts Academy.
Wow.
And
hello.
Just like I said, he's got the power. He can change it that fast.
You don't want to blink when you got a guy like Zac Cavender fighting. And nothing but respect between the two fighters. All smiles here as Randy McCarty faces his 7th loss in a row here. Zac Cavender What a shot landed, Jason.
That
oh,
was
my
phenomenal.
goodness.
I'm going to join you now because we're going to let Eric go in and do the post-fight
Oh,
interview.
I've missed you here after these post-fight little conversations before we get the opportunity to hear from Jackson as well as you, who it's been all night. So
Hey, you know what? I figure let Eric. They share some history in the cage together. Let him interview him. What a performance by Zac Cavender coming back after being in Vegas. He comes back. He looks like a totally different fighter.
he looks absolutely fantastic, calm, composed, patient, strong, powerful. The quick shots that he had in there, the big ones where he really let off the gas a little bit, those were the most unbelievable shots. I mean, that's...
Fans, referee Tyler Tomlinson has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 44 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner by TKO down to Kokomo. Two strikes out of the red corner, Zac Shark Ears Cavender.
My friend, how are you? You know, I was commentating your fight. We talked about the power, and I said he's got it because he did it to me. Nicely done. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel stellar. It's good to be back. It's been a little over a year since I've been in the cage. It's good to be back.
It looked good to be back. You looked really smooth, fluid, and fast. Great footwork. Nice job.
Thank you. As most of you know, I uprooted my entire life. I moved down to Las Vegas last year to really go hard and pursue this. You know, so I'm really happy I could show up a more evolved, complete fighter.
You looked very patient, put things together really well. We kept talking about the power, and you put it together. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, can I hold this?
Please.
Yeah, there's a few people I'd like to thank. First off, I want to thank my opponent, Randy. Really cool, really tough dude. I was trying to take him out early. My coach told me not to. Okay, but then by the end of the first round, he wasn't going down with power, and I listened to my coach, more volume, you'll find the knockout. So I did that, and then, there was a lot of struggles to make weight. Unfortunately, he tried really hard. He didn't make weight. I barely made weight. I had to try twice. But, so there's a deduction when you don't make weight on your purse. And so we actually forfeited that to the charity. So really good on Randy for doing that. That was really cool of him. So, and then I want to thank the Extreme Couture. That's the team I'm training with down in Las Vegas. And I also want to thank the Tula Martial Arts Academy. You know, that's my home. That's where I was born and bred. I came up here. They took me in for the week, get me ready for the elevation because Las Vegas is lower sea level. And then lastly, I want to thank all the fans out there, my friends, my family. You know, I'm overwhelmed by the amount of support I received. I was a little worried leaving for a year and coming back. But you guys are right there with me, rocking with me. So thank you so much.
Zac, I'm happy to be on this side of the cage instead of the other one. Your winner, everybody, Zac Cavender.